In this video, I'm going to show you how to comp up your harmony vocals and maybe show you a couple compressor secrets along the way. Now that I have all of the harmonies in my session, I can go through, separate them out, decide which ones I want to make doubles, decide different takes, and do further production on making this vocal sound amazing. So I have this second track here to where I plan to split that higher harm. I could probably grab one of these takes in here to put on that track, but I may decide that I only like that mono single higher harm like we were talking about earlier, and just only doubling the lower harms. This changes from song to song, so don't feel like you have to do it the same way each time. It's really about what hits your ear the best. So let's get started. So to edit this harm, I'm gonna send it right up the center. That way I'm listening to the blend in the phrasing. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply the auto tune. Again, we'll probably go in and do further tuning. I do more tuning on the lead vocal than I do on the harmonies because they're lower in the mix and not as much of a priority. It really depends on the part, but let's listen to how this sounds.
Probably wishing you were someone thinking about me. Probably wishing we were. Probably wishing you were someone thinking about me. Probably wishing you were someone thinking about me. Probably wishing we were. Probably wishing you were someone thinking about me. Probably wishing you were someone thinking about me. Probably wishing we were kinda how we used to be. When we used to be so good, yeah. So good, yeah. Probably thinking about that. Where you used to kiss me where you used to kiss me when you really kissed me back. Kiss me when you really kiss me back. Girl, there ain't no when you really kiss me back. Girl, there ain't no way that I'm forgetting that. I'm forgetting that. I'm forgetting that.
That was the tough part.
I'm forgetting that.
That was close.
I'm forgetting that. I'm forgetting that. I'm forgetting that. I'm forgetting that.
That last take, got it.
I'm forgetting that. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter what I do, cause no 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 matter what I do, I'm probably thinking about you.
Awesome, I'm pretty happy with that for that first harmony. Let's listen back.
Probably wishing you were someone thinking about me. Probably wishing we were kinda how we used to be.
And just so it sits in the mix better, I'm gonna apply a little bit of compression. Vintage FET, it's my favorite.
When we used to be so good, so good.
As I raise this knob here, this threshold, it's gonna make the compressor react more intently. I don't wanna compress over 3, 4, 5 dB.
Yeah, probably thinking about that. Way you used to kiss me when you really kissed me back. Girl, there ain't no way that I'm forgetting that. It doesn't matter what I do, cause no matter what I do, I'm probably thinking about you.
Awesome. I think that sounds pretty good. Let's listen to these background vocals. And I'll go ahead and leave this vocal panned off to the side because I know that that's the way it's going to be in the mix anyways, so we can listen for that layer of a harmony off to the side that you'll hear it.
Someone thinking about me, probably wishing someone thinking about me, probably wishing we were kinda how we used to be. When we used to be, when we kinda how we used to be, when we used to be so good, yeah. Probably thinking about that. Way you used to kiss me when you really kissed me back. Really kiss me back. Girl, there ain't no way that I'm forgetting that. I'm forgetting that. It doesn't say that I'm forgetting that. I'm forgetting that. I'm forgetting that. It doesn't matter. I'm forgetting that. It doesn't matter what I do, cause no matter what I do, I'm probably thinking about you.
Awesome, so a simple little part there. Let me listen to the other side. I'll mute that so it doesn't distract me. And there's no plugins on these backgrounds. I could add auto-tune if I want to hear that, and I'll do that here in a second, but I really don't need it. I'm just hearing the vibe and the phrasing, and hopefully that it's in tune.
What thinking about me. Thinking about me. Well, thinking about me. Probably wishing we were kinda how we used to be. When we used to be so good, yeah. Probably thinking about that way you used to kiss me when you really kissed me back. Girl, you really kissed me back. Really kissed me back. Girl, there ain't no way that I'm forgetting that. I'm forgetting that. It does. I'm forgetting that. It does. I'm forgetting that. It doesn't matter. That I'm forgetting that.
Let me hear this soloed.
I'm forgetting that. Forgetting that. I'm forgetting that. I'm forgetting that. It doesn't matter what I do, 'cause I'm.
So it's not perfect, but it's close enough, and I'll show you why I'm rolling with that. Obviously, I could sit here and re-sing it as many times to get it close to perfect, but that's not how I do it in real production. I get it as close as I can, and then I tune. So if I were a better singer, maybe I wouldn't have to rely so much on that, but I'm trying to get this delivered in a way that is the way that I daily do my flow. That way maybe it'll inspire y'all to work the same. Don't get hung up on trying to make certain parts so perfect whenever technology can help you get there.
I'm forgetting that. It doesn't matter what I do, 'cause no matter what I do, what I do, what I do, I'm probably thinking about you.
You know what? Let's listen how this sounds. So I got one high harm, center, pan, and I have two of these lower guys. I'll go ahead and hide this because we're not working with it right now.
You probably wishing you were someone thinking about me. Probably wishing we were kinda how we used to be. When we used to be so good, yeah. Probably thinking about that way you used to kiss me when you really kissed me back. Girl, there ain't no way that I'm forgetting that. It doesn't matter what I do, 'cause no matter what I do, I'm probably thinking about you.
Awesome. So I'm pretty committed to what those will be. Like we always do, if you wanted to duplicate these, option click drag, mute, and hide, you can do that. Just so you have a backup, I'll do that here as well. The same way that we've been doing. Actually, I think I forgot to copy some here. Yep. So BGV4, I can hide that. And BGV5, we will copy, highlight, bring down, mute, and hide. That way we have the raw if we want to revert back to it. And the reason I did that is because I want to go ahead and commit these tracks. So on these backgrounds here, I'm going to go flatten and merge. And what that does is it consolidates all of your takes into one audio file. You can see there's no lines, or I've lost the tools that were at the top of that folder stack because there is only one take here now. I'll do the same thing, flatten and merge right here. Zoom out, and I will do the same thing back here once we get to this point. But let me listen to what's going on.
You probably wishing you were someone thinking about me. Probably wishing we were kinda how we used to be. When we used to be so good. How we used to be. When we used to be so good, yeah.
I can go in here and edit more. I don't want that word there.
Be so good, yeah. Probably thinking about that way you used to kiss me when you really kissed me back. Girl, there ain't no way that I'm forgetting that. It doesn't matter what I do, 'cause no matter what I do, I'm probably thinking about you.
Awesome. I will do flatten and merge on this top high harm as well because I'm happy with that take. And I'm sure there's some of y'all out there that are thinking, well, some of that still sounds off, even with a little bit of auto-tune applied to that high harm. Well, I'll show you how I use Melodyne to fix those imperfections even before it runs through auto-tune. So honestly, I like to use both of those tuning programs in different ways. I'm going to dive into tuning these vocals even more in depth right now.